We have a new champion in most disastrous war in American history. Now look, if you go back far enough, there's been some pretty bad wars. War of 1812, where we kind of had the White House get burnt down, not so well for Americans. But back then we didn't have Gallup doing polls on approval ratings of wars. So the reigning champion before the Bush years was Vietnam, of course. It had at its lowest point a 27% approval rating. Well, that's not very good. But don't worry, Iraq wound up beating it. It had a 26% approval rating at its nadir in 2007. But as I just told you, we have a new champion, Afghanistan, with a 17% approval rating. That is unbelievable. 17% approve, 82% disapprove. 82%! Right now, President Obama is in the middle of negotiation, and those negotiations would lead to us staying longer, when obviously the American people have spoken and they have said, we'd like to be Afghanistan. Going, gone. We don't want to be anywhere near Afghanistan. In fact, give you one more number. 57% of Americans believe that the war is going badly. Only 33% think the United States is winning. Now, what I'd love to do is I'd love to ask that 33%, what in the world are you talking about? What do you mean winning? What does winning mean in Afghanistan? That's why Iraq and Afghanistan have been such a disaster, because there was never a clear-cut path to victory, because we didn't even know what victory was. Oh, you know why, right? Because both Bush and Obama couldn't say victory is a stable democracy in Afghanistan, because they were never going to get that. Right now, we don't have a deal. The Afghans have not agreed to our terms on how we would like to stay in Afghanistan for about another 10 years. Let's hope that it stays that way, because the American people obviously find this war to be disastrously unpopular. They don't want to stay longer. They've made that abundantly clear. President Obama, who promised to get us out of wars, of course, is not listening and doesn't care that he's presiding over literally the most unpopular war since they started tracking numbers on polls, on wars, I should say. So, for Christ's sake, stop negotiating with the Afghans. You know what? There was this great line in Moneyball that said, you got to know when you hit a home run, right? There's like 50 Al-Qaeda guys left in Afghanistan. They have a government. You call it a home run and you move on with your life. To drag this out for another 10 years is insanity.